Welcome, guys.
Thanks.
Thanks for
Yeah,
having
yeah.
us.
Thank you.
Awesome. So go around. I don't know each of you. So who's who? Start with French Fry because that's who I reached out to.
That's me.
What's up, dude?
Nothing much, man.
Frenchy Fry Airsoft. Or
French
no,
fry.
French Fry. Sorry. I don't know what the fuck. All right.
Everyone calls him Frenchie anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
Nice. All right. Who's Gambit
That's me.
in the dark room with the
Yep.
what do you got like a um what do you call those kit or no a hobbyist keyboard?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I got a whole PC that's glowing right here too.
Yeah, that's where the lights come from. It looks like the angle of your camera and then the keyboard and the lights going. It looks like you're about to rip some music or something, DJ or something.
Nope, not me.
So you must be in the top left. You must be Drift Monster.
Yes, I am.
Nice, dude. Welcome everybody. So what team, what airsoft team you guys part of, or what do you guys? Do you guys have a team name?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
part of Team Goonie Memes.
That's right. Yeah, Goonie Memes. Yeah, French Fry. You sent me that picture of it.
Sure did.
Yeah, man. So, well, you guys are you're on East Coast time, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So where you guys play at? Where's your home field?
Extreme Airsoft in South Kingston, Rhode Island, Wakefield.
Yeah, EA.
Yep.
Yep.
From what I'm hearing, you guys are spoiled, bro. Because that field, everyone says that field is the
Yep.
fucking best.
It really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Funny enough, me and Frenchie we refed at another field called Battlegrounds. That field has gone so downhill. It's horrible to even say the name around here.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah. Okay. Is that how you guys started out? Was that your first field you played at, Battlegrounds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for me at least. I don't know
Yeah,
for
it's the
those
same
four.
way for me.
Yeah, it was the closest field for me. Yeah, out of everyone in the group, I'm like the only one that has not refed. I'm like the only refs.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Do you have is that a mic right there? It's kind of
it's a mic.
is it hooked up?
Yeah, it's hooked up right now.
Because your volume is really low compared to
Oh,
those two guys.
it's probably not. Probably
Yeah,
because
pull it
not.
close to you. You
All
can lean
right.
back if you want. You just pull it. It can be in the camera. It's fine.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't know.
Oh no, dude. Look, I mean, what you see here is fine, but I've got, I just push everything out of the way for the for when we start.
Yep.
I know. The podcast I did with that Tax City Girl is her Instagram, and her personal one is Drop Dead Drizzle. So the one I did with her, she texted me like 2 minutes before the thing was supposed to start, and she's like, "Is this a video call or is this video?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh shit, okay, give me a minute." So we started the podcast, and she goes, I really just didn't clean my whole room in like 30 seconds or whatever." I guess she just threw everything in the closet or out of the way or whatever. So, but yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah, this is the mic I'm talking through right now.
Yeah, that's way better. It's way better. The one of the guys, he had a mic as well, and he had it out of the camera view. It was far
Hmm.
away, and I couldn't really hear him. It was echoey. And I said, "Man, you can pull it close or whatever." So he just took it off and just held it the whole time he was talking. Like a singer's mic or something, announcer's mic.
And that's one
Nice,
way to do it.
right?
I mean, if it gets the job done.
Yeah, it worked. Hell yeah! Now, did you guys were you guys at EA when for the EA Fest?
I was.
Yeah, Frenchie was the only one. Me and
Yeah.
Gambit, we went to an event called Settlers Day. Uh, yeah, we didn't go to it.
Settlers Day?
Yeah,
Yeah. It's Oh, you want me? Do you? I'll
Yeah,
explain.
yeah, you can
Instead of
explain.
say it's you basically go and you pay for like raffle tickets, kind of, and you can shoot any real steel gun imaginable you want it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, they had like
I think
they had
I think it's saved in the group chat. Frenchie, if you want to send it to him, the one with the 50 cal with Colin or Drift,
yeah
It's like a muzzle loader.
uh
Barrett 50
no
cal.
Oh, a
no
Barrett. No
Yeah,
shit.
no, it wasn't a Barrett. It was
it wasn't a Barrett.
no, it was a bolt action.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was a bolt action 50 cal. They had like like a whole assortment of guns. They had like like rifles for like AKs, SKSs, M4s.
I think
Uh,
it was a Car 98 there too.
yeah, they had a Car 98,
What?
12 gauge shotgun,
So
20
is it like a
gauge.
gun show?
It's a bit of a gun show. They also have like other activities you can do there: axe throwing, archery, rock climbing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Uh, as you're walking up to the gun range, they have like a little area to where you can go shoot pellet guns. Yeah, it's a really cool place.
that's cool, dude. Okay.
So no.
So French Fry, when you went to EA Fest, did you meet who all did you meet? Were you able to meet Honey Badger?
Yeah, I actually thought Honey Badger was a really cool guy. I still talk to him. Like, we support each other and everything. I also met Pumbaa, Houdini, Lobo. I know Little Miss was there. Mama Yaga was there. SYG was there. They killed it against Ness. But apparently Ness and SYG had to do a rematch from a tournament before that. So it was awesome to see them play. And then there's always obviously the vendors outside in like the concrete area that they use for part of the parking lot now.
Yeah.
There was Lancer Tactical, Elite Fours, Rogue Customs, Take One,
Wasn't
Blowback
wasn't
Masters.
wasn't KWA there too? I thought I saw on
No,
their
there wasn't
post.
KWA.
Oh,
There was
oh, that might have
also
been for their gun.
yeah, it was Die, like the Die I5 or the place that makes
Die
like
fives. Yeah.
math.
Uh-huh.
Amp was there too, and there's a couple other vendors. It was awesome. I got free patches. Everybody was wicked nice. And then I had to say there's over 100 people there for both doing the city field and the BQB tournament. It was
Right.
awesome.
That is cool, man. Yeah, I've heard so much about it. I had so many people that I talked with before that event that were trying to talk me into going. I was like, no, I'm not driving that far. So, 15 hours. We're in South Carolina. It's yeah. So maybe one day. Maybe one day. I'll have to fly up there. I'm not gonna drive that far.
I mean, Honey Badger,
Yeah, Honey
he
Badger made
drove
the
from
drive from
Texas.
Texas.
That dude,
Jesus.
Drove all the way from
he
Texas.
is. Yeah, he's like he's looking for road trips, man. I tell you.
Yeah, so I think Doc said this when you were in the podcast with him. It was him and his wife's anniversary by the time it was EA Fest. So they went to like the border of like Maine towards Niagara Falls, or was it New York?
No, they
It was-
went to they went to Niagara Falls for their honeymoon.
yeah, but
Right.
they didn't cross the border into Canada. So they
Right.
went
They
up
stayed
there,
on.
and then they came back down to Rhode Island, and then after EA Fest is over, right back to Texas.
Jesus.
That's
It was
crazy.
crazy.
That's a long road trip.
Yeah.
They got a little mini road trip out of that.
I remember doing that when I was 16. Me and a bunch of my buddies went up, touched the border of Canada, and had to go right back to work at 6 a.m.
No, I
Oh,
wanted to
shit.
Canada.
One of those stupid Saturday night stupid things we used to do.
So did all you guys grow up in where you're at there in Rhode Island?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. You like it? You like the weather?
No.
No.
No,
It-
no,
it-
winter is terrible here.
It's so bipolar. the
Yeah,
weather.
it is.
I think
One day
everywhere
it can
is, bro.
be, yeah, one day it can be like
No.
nice and sunny and it can be like nice 70 degrees, and then the next day it's down to like 40 degrees and snowing.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, I
Jesus.
mean, like, look at tonight. It's snowing right now.
Yeah, it's
And
already snowing
t
down here.
tomorrow it's supposed to be like 56.
What?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
That's New England weather for you.
That is crazy. Yeah, see, I grew up in Cleveland, so I'm used to that, or I used to be used to that cold, sleet, snow, freezing rain bullshit. I just we've been down here in the South for 15 years, so I'm I can't stand
You got,
the cold and snow anymore.
as I say, you got to quit in with the heat.
Yes. I guess the only place that's there's a couple places that are pretty consistent, right? Like Florida is
Florida's always rainy.
it's always rainy,
Yeah,
but
but
like
like,
just for short periods of time, and it's always hot and
Yeah,
humid.
it's always
Yeah.
nice and beautiful and sunny there some days.
Yeah,
yep.
California. The southern Cal is pretty consistent. But yeah, like here it gets a little. I guess it's pretty predictable in the summer. Most until it gets around this time of year, it's pretty warm and sunny. We don't get too much rain, but yeah, the north, man, like Cleveland was the same way. We always the joke when I was growing up was, oh, if you don't like the weather, just stick around 15 minutes, it'll change. Like that was what everybody that's what everybody said all the time. Did any of you guys grow up doing like winter sports, snowboard, skiing?
Just go
No.
snowboard every once in a while, not competitively or anything.
I mean,
Right.
I would go skiing with my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the same with me.
Yeah, the only fun activity I ever did in the snow was just like tubing. That's really it.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Oh,
Tubing's fun.
I was gonna say pelting snowballs at people, but that too.
Well, yeah, pelting snowballs. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, that's
pelting
fun.
squirts and yeah, pelting snowballs. Yeah.
Yeah, snowball fights. Hell yeah. Okay. Well, how did you guys get into airsoft? Did you all meet through airsoft, or did you know each other before?
Yeah, we all met through airsoft.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, me and Gambit's story is actually pretty funny of how we like
Oh
meet and
yeah.
just yeah became friends. Like one day, so I met him while he was still a ref at Battlegrounds, and well, one day, because me and him are type 1 diabetics, he notices me just pulling out like my medical stuff, and he's like, "Hey, you type 1 diabetic?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And he's like, "Oh, hey, I'm one too." And then like that's just how we became
That was
friends.
it.
That's literally how we became friends. Is just because he asked me a question. I was like, "Yeah, I am," and he was like, "Oh, cool."
Oh shit. Okay.
Yep. And the best part was is if me and him were either having a low, I'd literally just hand him my card, be like, tell him you're getting it for me and you'll get a discount.
Yep.
Used to get him discounted food and drinks all the time.
Oh, that's funny. Now, type 1 diabetic, that's the more serious one, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
Yep.
it
like
is.
you're born with or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
I never knew anything about that until I worked with a guy years ago. It was almost 20 years ago. He was real young. He was younger than me. He was like 20. I think I was like 26 at the time. And he he was type 1 diabetic. He was in like really good shape. Like he worked out and stuff. He looked because I think at the time I always associated most people I think associate diabetics with overweight, people that eat a lot of sugar and that kind of stuff. I
Yep.
didn't know the difference between one and two. So when he told me that, he's like, "Hey, can you wash my machine? I got to go take a shot." And he told me about it. I was like, "Holy shit! Okay, yeah, I didn't even know that you could be born with it."
Yeah, there's
And
there's a funny story about me giving myself insulin in a parking lot.
oh shit,
Yeah.
they probably thought you were doing a druggie or something.
Yup. It was my mom. I was only 10 at the time when I got diagnosed. She was shooting insulin into my arm and some lady called the cops,
Oh,
swatted my car, had child protective services there and everything, and they were like, "Why are you giving this kid heroin?" She was like, "It's insulin."
oh my god.
And yeah, she got arrested for a false claim though.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So how often do you have to take those shots like multiple times a day, or just once a day, or is it just random whenever you have, whenever it fluctuates?
For me, it's a bit different. I usually just take my insulin. Like I take like 2 shots in the morning, and then I take 1 shot at night.
Yep. And mine is every time I eat and every time it fluctuates. And yep.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Can
It's
you
not.
feel it? Can you feel like by now, are you used to seeing or feeling the signs of it or something like that? Like your sugar
Oh yeah.
dropping? What was it? Sugar drops?
It
Yeah,
can drop or it can spike.
Oh, okay.
yeah. For me, the symptoms are just like whenever I'm feeling low, it's just either I will like start to feel like really shaky, start to feel really like dizzy,
Yeah.
and feel really sluggish, and then if like I'm high, I'm just very irritable and uh
Mm,
like I have like really bad headaches.
gotcha. Now, does that affect you guys playing airsoft at all?
Sometimes.
Yeah,
Really?
there's quite a bit of times it will, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you guys, have you played? Well, I would think that um, going to a 3-day mil sim would probably be challenging. You might have to, you know, do some prep for that. Have you guys thought about going to mil sims or?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we've thought about it a couple times. We've been talking
Okay,
about like which ones we've wanted to go to.
gotcha.
Yeah, there's a few that are I think only on the East Coast, Stag Ops.
Okay.
They're one. I guess they have three different tiers for beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Advanced is like there's no sleep, you wear night vision, you're playing airsoft for the whole weekend.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But
Stag Ops. Okay. I've heard that name before, but I've never, seen any. I've never looked them up or whatever. So,
uh Facebook is the place where I found them.
right.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So
What?
so
Oh, go ahead.
Frenchie, how did you meet us?
Yeah. How'd you get in airsoft, man?
Oh, I got into airsoft from one of my buddy's birthday parties, and it was funny because we wore everything at Battlegrounds is like absolutely crappy. Everything is always breaking apart. You can ask Rob this too.
Yeah. Yup.
It was so crappy. My buddies and I were just like, screw this, we're not wearing the freaking vest. So we called
Oh,
ourselves like
I remember
No
this
Vest
game.
Gang just for fun. And it was like I don't know why it was. I just had that feeling like I need to do this more. Like this is a lot of fun. So I just started watching YouTube videos like Silo, Novrich, House Gamers, those type of guys. And I'm like, this is just like the military. This shit's awesome. So that's when I started getting into it. My mother wasn't fond of it at the time because I was young, didn't want me to do stupid shit. It's okay, it's acceptable. And then it was 6 years ago when I started. My grandparents got my first gun, which is G&G CM16 rated L. I still have it to this day.
Nice.
That's when I first started. Battleground Z, but it was the smaller side, and ever since that, I've just continued playing. And I've been in love with the sport ever since. I can't really remember the first ever time Rob when I met Rob and Colin. Um, if
You
anything,
were-
I know Rob through my buddy, who is Rob's fiance's brother.
Yep.
His name is Angel. So that's how I met Rob and Colin. I don't really remember how I met Colin.
Probably
I don't know.
through some funny
think
way
I
that we
think you
met.
I think you
Yeah,
two were playing a game and I was refing.
Yeah, that's probably how we met.
Yeah, because I
yeah.
called you Diabeto on the field and he just fell to the ground laughing. I remember that one.
Yeah, once people like figured out I had diabetes, I had like a little nickname there. I had diabeto, and like some of the refs, like once they figured, because I used to run a walkie-talkie with like a headset through it, and they figured out what channel I was on, so I hear them through my
Yup.
comms sometimes, and they'd be like, "Go diabeto, go, go!"
Yeah, that was when they had the good refs that knew what they were doing.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Yeah.
And then you guys all so you met at the field and then you started playing together more uh, and then just hanging out and then you made a team.
Yeah,
Who started the
Yeah,
team?
pretty much.
Or who wanted to start the team?
all three of us actually.
Yeah, when we were in the parking lot at Battlegrounds, we all just sat there and we were like, we really work like all of us work really well together. Why don't we just start a team? And everyone agreed on the idea, and I was the one that started the Instagram account, and I just gave it to everyone.
Yep.
Oh,
And then
nice.
So
I forgot who made the Snapchat, but I know I made the Discord channel.
I think I made the Snapchat group chat.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, that's cool. You each had a part in doing something different with it.
yep.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty much.
Like
And
before
then
we,
how'd you guys come up with the logo? Or who came up with the logo?
what logo did you send him?
I sent him the good one.
Oh, the
Okay.
good one? Okay. So we made another one that's a meme patch basically. It's the
Yeah,
outline of the Sea of Thieves logo, and it just says
nice.
Goonie Memes under and below it.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, so the good one that I sent, I literally got bored one day and I just looked up skull images and I found the one that you see now
Yeah.
and I just sent it in the group chat. I said, "Hey, do you guys like this?" And everyone was like, "Yeah, that looks sick."
Yeah,
And
it
I
looks
said, "All
way
right."
better than the one we drew.
and and like someone said they were like, if you can make it orange, that would make it like 100% better. So I just threw it up in Photoshop and just turned up the hue a bit and made it like a orangish red, and then just posted that in the group chat, and everyone was like, "Yeah, dude, that would look sick."
Yo.
And then they were like, "If you can put Goonie memes under it, it will make it like 100% better." So I did that, and everyone was like, "Yeah, we can make that the new Instagram profile pic, and like that could be our new pic." I was like, "All right, cool."
Yeah, that's cool, man. Hell yeah. Yeah, it looks cool.
I wish I
Yeah.
could shout out the original creator that made the skull image. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, I mean
I
there's
found it off of Google, so
oh yeah. That's I mean that's I think that's what a lot of people do and then um they'll they'll modify it some, to make it their own or
yeah.
unique or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, we all know
What's he pointing at?
He's pointing at
himself.
himself.
For
Because all of us have our like own personal logo and everything. So I literally just took a photo off of Google, and it's like a skull with like a gas mask on it, and my colors are black and green. So literally, I just put my name like FrenchFry Airsoft, and then the skull right in the middle, and just changed it to green. And boom, there we go.
yeah.
There's my logo. Call it a day.
Now who's the the original one you guys had? How'd you
Oh,
guys
that was
who drew
mine.
that?
That was
Yeah.
mine. Uh,
Okay.
iPad and Procreate. It works wonders.
Nice. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not very good drawer, so at least you guys have somebody that is kind of an artist. Now, what do you guys do? Like, what kind of work do you guys do? Are you guys in school? If you're in school, do you have jobs? What do you do
Uh,
besides play
we're all,
airsoft?
we're all out of school. You know,
Thankfully.
yeah. So I work a full-time job. I'm a bit of an apprentice at an electrician job right now.
Oh, good, man. Good. It's good to know.
I, I
Nice.
I just load doors onto trucks all night.
Doors?
Yep.
Like at
Like
a supply place or like a Home Depot type of?
like a millwork place.
Yeah.
So for businesses, houses, job sites, anything. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
I just got enlisted into the army, so I'll be leaving for that very soon, actually.
Yeah, you and I talked, French. You and I talked the other day or yesterday
Yeah.
or something,
No, it was
a couple days ago.
Friday.
So, oh yeah, it was Friday. So, yeah, you were telling me some of that stuff. You're like, yeah, I leave for boot camp in January. I was like, holy shit.
Yep,
It's like a
January
few
3rd.
weeks. Hell yeah. So are you doing what kind of prep are you doing? Are you exercising at all?
Yeah, because it's actually I can actually rank up to an E2 a lot quicker. I just have to do a PT test soon. I'm on the 27th for my PT test, so obviously I have to be doing push-ups, sit-ups, and then I have to do a 2 mile run in order to. And if I pass all that, I get ranked up easy. So starting on Tuesday, I mean, I was gonna start tomorrow. I had to get up like really early in the morning, go meet my recruiter at the office to go running, but due to the snow, he just told me just do Tuesday. So
Hmm.
I'll be doing that for a while until I leave.
Gotcha. And then Gambit, how did you get into the work you're doing now?
A lot of trial and error. This isn't even the
That's
last
good.
job I want. I want to go back to the one I had.
What'd you have before?
I used to work at General Dynamics,
Yeah.
but I was 18, stupid, did listen to the rules, and I got fired.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was a welder too, which is great.
Oh damn, dude. Yeah. Were you doing like a production line? Quick little spot welding or something?
No, I was doing structural.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
that was fun.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's good to know as well.
Oh yeah.
All of that stuff, welding, electrician. You know, uh, the work I do now, flipping houses. Obviously, I work with a lot of contractors and electrician. When you get a good electrician, man, bro, we love those guys. We love those guys because they come in and do a good job. They're expensive. They do a good job. Their wires are neat. Uh, Never have a problem. It's great. It's great working with those. Sometimes we'll do like they'll come in and just wire just run the wires to the boxes, and they'll tuck them in so neat. So we go ahead and pull the wires out, hook up all the whatever switches or outlets and shit like that. Everything's it's nice. You know,
I used to
we've
work
had
at
a
a job
couple
like
of.
that.
What'd you do?
I used to work at a job like that.
Okay.
I worked at a manufacturing facility called Detron, and I was in the bearings assembly line. So I had to so my area received the wires and like all the components and all this other stuff. So we put together like boxes, like switches. We built switches for auditoriums and like stadiums and all this other stuff. And then we obviously just get them tested and then just send them right out. It was honestly a very fun job because sometimes we get what we call outside work that's not in our specific area, and then sometimes there'll be things called boards. It's kind of like sometimes these boards will be sized like king size mattresses, and you have to follow the wiring to certain areas, and then it's just a repeated step over and over again. It was
Wow.
fun, but I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
wild. A lot of wire goes into those shit like that.
sometimes we get jobs that require like 100 different wires. It was crazy.
Yeah, I know. I had to. There was one time where my boss asked me to like deliver like three different types of wires. He asked me to get Cat 5, 12.2, and like 12.3.
Yeah.
And of course, he sees me. He sees me walk out with Cat 5 and 12.2, and then I didn't know. Like I was still kind of new at the job, so I didn't know the difference between like a lot of the 12s and stuff like that.
Right.
So I grabbed 12.3 instead of 12.4, and all of a sudden my boss walks out and he's like, wait, 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 wait. I'm like, is there something wrong? He's like, dude, you grabbed the wrong wire. I was like, oh, okay. And then he points to me and then he shows me which wire it is, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, I feel like a major idiot right now. And he's like, hey, it's okay, man. You're still new at the job. I'm not gonna get mad at you for it.
Yeah,
Cause
that's something you'd have to learn probably right away. Is the how to identify.
oh yeah, yeah, I've definitely like learned
Uh
like
huh.
I've definitely learned quick afterwards.
For sure. Yeah, because like outlets and stuff have to be 12s. You can run switches with 14s, but some of those basics, the you'd have to know which wire you're using, which wire you're grabbing for what
Hmm.
you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I hate getting shocked too. So, I used to work on installing some of these basic stuff, the lights and the light fixtures and switches and outlets. I used to work on them while they were hot because I didn't feel like turning off the breakers, and I got tagged too many times, and I'm like, it doesn't really hurt that bad. It just will wake you up for sure.
Yeah,
But
my boss is sometimes
Jesus.
uh there's times where like my bosses like they work on like really big like breakers and stuff like that, and like
yeah,
they work on some of like industrial stuff. And
uh,
there was one day where they were like lighting up a dance studio, and I see him having like these specialized gloves on. And I asked him, I said, "Hey, isn't it kind of weird that you have like that glove on when you're turning it on, like like outside the breaker panel?" And he said to me, he was like, "No, I wear this just in case something
yeah.
bad happens, because if it goes off and it's my bare hand, I will have it going through my hand, going through my entire body if I'm touching anywhere else, and
Mm-hmm.
basically I will get fried to death." I
Right.
said, "Oh, that sounds like fun."
And you basically got to drop kick them off it.
Yep.
I mean, there's some pretty scary videos out there of guys working on 480, like in factories.
Hmm.
They run, mostly 480 and stuff, and it's where these panels have just blown up, you know,
Yeah, I've seen
they
those.
arc.
Yeah, I've seen those videos. They are very scary videos.
It is. Oh yeah, I remember one of the factories I first started at. I saw this guy, this maintenance guy. I didn't know. I never worked on electricity stuff, whatever. After high school, went in the military, and then my first factory job, this guy comes walking out, and he's a fairly, he was like 5'7", he's kind of short, um, but he was taller than me. I'm 5'11", or almost as tall as me, I guess. But he had these boots on that had fucking soles like this. I mean, they look like the damn, what rocks, the '80s rock bands used to wear, like Gene Simmons and Kiss, or whatever. They were, platform boots and shit. And I said, "Bro, what is up with your boots, man?" He's like, "Oh, he was the electrician in the plant." And he's like, "Yeah, this is so I don't get grounded." I was like, "Holy shit!" So yeah, you can get those boots that are extra thick soles. You don't get zapped.
Those must be uncomfortable to walk in. Damn.
No
They
shit,
probably
right?
are.
They're probably
But
steel toe.
yeah, they're steel toe as well. Well, they're plastic. It's composite. But how did you get into the electrician stuff?
Um, my uncle. Well, my uncle heard about me. Not liking my job, working at Walmart full time, and he knew a guy that was running an electrical company, and they had an opening for like a driving position basically. And the guy said, he was like, "Yeah, once you've worked here for like 6 months, I can get you like an apprenticeship type of role going on here."
Yeah,
So yeah, I took the job offer, and honestly, it's possibly one of the best jobs I've ever done so far.
yeah, that's good, man. Stick with it. It's cool. It's good to have experience like that.
Hmm.
You know, I had a lot of different jobs growing up. I worked in I did landscaping. I worked in a grocery store. Worked construction. I guess that's about it, really. Before I went in before I graduated high school, and then military, and then factory work for most of the time, and then construction. Now construction again. So, but I learned a shit ton. Like working in different factories, you you if you've never been in a factory before, you start learning how you see how these things are made, and you get a lot of experience with a lot of different things because you understand the shipping part, the logistics, how this whole process has to run, and then of course whatever the part they're manufacturing, you learn about that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've seen a lot through all the factories I've been through.
I'm sure.
Uh, my worst one, I would have to say, was Amazon.
I've heard so many people say that, dude.
Amazon was horrible. I literally watched one dude go to the bathroom for 5 minutes, and then a manager come over to him and tell him to go home for the night and don't come back.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like, what if you got to take a huge shit?
It, hold it, I guess.
Too bad.
God damn. Yeah, no, no thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, what drew me in, like I almost went to Amazon, but like the
I
only thing
talked
that
you out of it.
yeah, he talked me out of it. Like originally, what drew me in was it was like, oh yeah, it's $20 an hour. You know, I don't mind working that. But then afterwards, Rob told me he was like, dude, you don't want to work there. I was like, yeah, no, it's terrible. You won't like the working conditions. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not working here then. Because I was
Yeah.
hearing, because then like afterwards, I was hearing like news articles about like apparently there was Amazon employees that were having to take like pee bottles into the place.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Yep.
What?
yeah,
Yeah, because if you took too long in the bathroom or you're like 30 seconds late from clocking in, yeah, you'll get written up, talked to, and then eventually fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn. Yeah, I think
crazy.
my son, one of my sons, he went, he worked in that. We have an Amazon warehouse real close to us, about 20 minutes away here in South Carolina. And he got a job there. He lasted like a half a day. He's like, nope, not doing it. And he works construction now too. He's actually a project manager for like a home builder. So he likes being outside and moving around, not being stuck in one place, whatever. So worked out good. But yeah, I've heard so many people say that, bro, about the Amazon stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah,
The only thing I think Amazon does right is that 4-day work week.
What do they do? 410s?
Yeah, 4 10-hour shifts, and then you got 3 days off. I think that's the only thing I think they do right.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah. So so French, you're going into the army. Do you have family that prior military or anything like that? What made you want to go in the military?
My grandfather was 35 years of National Guard,
Nice.
retired as a colonel, and then my father served 13 years in the Army. Got medically discharged because he was field artillery,
Hmm.
and this is a story that I've been told. Um, he because he was a commander of his squadron, and what happened was one of his cadets accidentally knocked over one of the missiles, or like one of the shells,
Yeah.
or one of the live shells, and my father literally softened the landing of that missile with his hand, crushing it,
Oh shit.
causing him to be medically discharged.
Right.
And it's just my family, honestly. It's like obviously I have military history, so might as well just
Yeah.
keep it going.
That's cool.
Plus, it's also the military is also like gonna help me and like just help me become a better person that I am today. So pretty much just that.
Yeah. It's
It's
good.
kind of basic, but oh
Oh,
well.
I mean, it don't have to be deep. Like, hey, my dad was in. I mean, my dad was in the Navy, so I wanted to go in the military. I always joke because we were just somebody was just talking about this a couple days ago over this weekend. Uh, there's the running joke in my family is, I was a middle child. I have two sisters, older and younger. Um, as a teenager, I started rebelling, right? So got in some trouble and just fights and got kicked out of my house at 17. Went back, before I graduated high school. My parents made up, me and my parents made up, kind of thing, whatever. But they were really strict, you know. So I always joke like, yeah, I couldn't stand being told what to do, so I joined the Marine Corps and
Mhm.
to get out of my house. They're like, that
I bet
doesn't
that
make
didn't
any
work.
sense. That doesn't make any sense because that's all you get. You go in military. That's what you're doing is getting told, following orders. So, um, but yeah, I always wanted to go in since I was like 8 or 9 years old, whatever. But yeah, same thing. Family. You know, my dad's buddies would come over and I'd see those old green tattoos on their
Yeah.
arms. I'm like, bro, that's cool. I saw you guys have some tattoos already. Uh,
Yeah.
so what do you guys got? Who's all got? All three of you guys have tattoos?
No, I don't have any tattoos.
Uh, just French and Gambit here.
Yep.
What do you got, man? French, what's on your arm right there? The big one.
So I have this right here. It's upside down, but it's a demon skull. It's
Yeah,
actually my. This is actually the last one I got. For right now, I plan to get more. And then this one, I have a skull with a cross going into it.
gotcha.
And then I have a chain with leaves and vines and like thorns wrapped around it, connecting to this.
Yeah,
And then on my calf, which was my very first one, it's pretty much just a representation of me. Because one, I like my skulls, as you can tell.
yeah.
And then it has headphones on because I love listening to music all day, every day. And then it has a musical note on the forehead of it because I'm a band geek. I was in my middle school and high school band.
What'd you play?
I play trombone like my grandfather.
Oh shit, nice.
If anything, I'm pretty much just another version of my grandfather.
Yeah.
Makes it easy for everybody.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I plan on getting more, but not right now.
Gotcha.
Definitely not as much as me.
Gambit, what do you? Yeah, what do you got?
I have my chest piece done. That's kind of done.
Mm-hmm.
I got one of my ribs of a gypsy woman with
Nice.
3 eyes. Um, memorial for my mother, my tree of life, and my first one is on this arm. I have Down with Your Demons logo here from a shirt company called Ghost in the Darkness.
Shit. Okay.
My first custom piece that's here. It's a woman with her face getting ripped off her skull.
What,
Yeah.
bro? What kind of fucking dark dreams you having, man?
It also says sinner above her head too.
Oh shit.
And then this one is my second custom piece, and it goes all the way over back to here.
Okay,
Yeah.
bro. Jesus. Yeah, man. I didn't have any tattoos until I went in the military. Then I have four, but uh, I gotta be honest, man. When I was growing up, though, like tattoos weren't a big thing. Like normal people, only military guys or prison, prisoner, guys that went to prison, they got tattoos. But it wasn't like the cool thing to do. It was only, like guys would go in the military, and nobody got like huge coverings all over their arms, like they do now, and their hands and shit. That was I We had never seen that. And well, when I was in the military, you weren't allowed to have any tattoos, but that showed on your forearms. So it had to be. So in the summertime, we have our cami. The camis uh, is what utilities, whatever. That's what you wear every day for work. So you only wear your dress uniforms for obviously special occasions. So when you're in camis, your tattoos can't show anywhere. If it's in the wintertime, of course your long sleeves, so you can't have tattoos on your hands or on your neck or whatever. Anything where it shows. And then in the summer we roll our sleeves up, so it's like right here. So no tattoos can show underneath there. Now obviously they've changed that rule
This
since
changed
then.
so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they
changed a
have.
lot because these guys are tatted everywhere. But yeah, you couldn't have any identifying marks that would show outside of your uniform. So back when I was in, but yeah, most of us didn't get a whole lot of tattoos because mostly you want to get them on something where you can show it off. And it's not like you walk around the daily life like outside of when you're off work or when you're off base. You don't walk around without a shirt on. So if all your tattoos are covered up by your t-shirt, then it's kind of pointless. So we yeah, a lot of guys didn't spend the money on it because it wasn't worth getting it where people really couldn't see it. But now Man, everybody's got. My daughter and son-in-law, they do the same thing. They've probably got as many as you, Gambit. Um, yeah, and they're planning on getting more. So they're
Yup.
getting some big ones like on their back and on their legs and shit that take like 2 or 3 sessions. Um, for the outline and then the colors and all this shit. I'm like, holy. Yeah, we've been here 6 hours. We're, I'm getting this piece finished up. I'm like, God damn, bro. That's that's a big ass tattoo.
Thankfully, I've only had to do one session for all of mine.
That's cool,
For now.
right?
My artist calls me a rock for a reason. I fell asleep during my chest tattoo, and
Damn.
my rib tattoo.
Oh my God. I'm way
Yeah,
too ticklish for that, bro. Hell no. Uh-uh. I couldn't even let anybody even get close to my sides or whatever. Mm-mm. Nope. Now you guys are all in the same like town, same city?
no.
Okay.
No, not
So
really.
you didn't. I was thinking maybe because I've heard these stories before where people meet at airsoft, but then they find out when they meet that oh we went to the same fucking school, like high school or something like that. But you guys are in different towns.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like
Okay.
a good like we're like a good like maybe like couple minutes away from each other. Like
20, 25, 20, give or take.
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're the farthest, Frenchie.
Yeah, I am.
Gotcha.
Because you and Colin are like very close to each other.
Like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's cool. So now you guys are you play at EA Extreme Airsoft under your team name. Do you guys have jerseys or anything yet, or any kind of things you wear for your uniform?
The only thing that technically we really rock for just like knowing that we're part of Goonie Memes is we just have these patches that we ordered off of Amazon.
Yeah.
It's 2 letters. It's just GM, and then depending on what number that we have.
Oh, my best.
Um, yeah, I mean I can pull it off. I have my password.
Yeah. Let's see it.
I only have my helmet set up.
I don't.
Somewhere buried in my duffel bag.
Oh shit! My gear's still in her car.
You probably
Oh
want to get that,
shit!
Rob.
Oh shit.
She's sleeping.
That's
I won't bother her.
that's what it is.
Oh nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're the
Yep.
third member of the team.
Well, yet again. So I asked. I was like, so how many numbers can we do? And Frenchie was like, two would just be good enough. So I did 03 because that's my birth year. So
Gotcha.
Yep. I did 22 because that's my anniversary date.
Oh nice.
I'm 30 because that's the number I had when I played baseball, and it's also my lucky number. So I
Nice.
just kept with it.
Okay. So you played sports growing up. Did either of the other guys play sports at all? Like
Yeah,
in,
I did.
in school?
like a tiny bit of football, but that's it.
Yeah.
I did baseball for 7 years.
Okay.
Rob, I beat you on that one.
Yeah, good. I hated it. I hated every moment of it.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it was something to do to keep me active outside of school.
Gotcha. Yeah, I played baseball. That was probably the sport I played the longest. Because you can start so young.
Yeah.
I didn't start football. I started football when I was in fourth grade. Um, Played through high school, uh, and then wrestled through high school. I played basketball when I was in middle school, but I was horrible. I was so fucking horrible. I was really clumsy. I was not coordinated. I was really big for my age. I had a growth spurt when I was 12, and so just going into middle school, I got on the basketball team, and so I grew like almost a foot in like a year and a half, right? So my body wasn't used to, In fact, I was the height I am now. I was 5'11" at 12 years old. So, of course, the basketball team wanted me on there, and but I got fouled out at every game, because I'm like, I can smack the ball down, I can try to block the ball, right, for defense, but I was so clumsy, I'd miss the ball and hit them in the face. or hit him on the top of the head, or hit him in the arm. Like it was constant foul, 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 foul. So I'm like, dude, I'm just whatever. So that was I liked playing basketball. Um, I just sucked, and I could not make a basket for the life of me. But so that didn't last very long. But I played baseball and football and wrestling uh, before while I was in school. But yeah, it was a good precursor to the military, especially wrestling, because wrestling, uh, you run way more than football. It takes a lot of endurance to grapple for 3 minutes on the mat. So yeah, yeah. So and you guys didn't play soccer or anything like when you were 7 years old, 6 years old. Your parents didn't put you in soccer.
Nope,
Um,
mine
No,
was
my
it,
t-ball.
no, my
T-ball,
dad
yeah.
always called soccer. He called it, grass fairies. That's what he always called them. My dad, he's
Raspberries.
yeah, my dad. He was a football coach, for the junior football team, and then now he's just a coach for the varsity team for the high school.
Oh, nice.
Uh, he would always call like, because I made a joke to him one day. I was like, "Oh, I'm not liking football so much. I might go do soccer." And he was like, "Oh, what? You want to go play the grass fairy sport?"
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one in a long time. The grass fairies. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Now, do you guys have lacrosse at your guys' schools up
Yes, we
there?
do.
Okay.
Well, my school, but we do.
Yeah, I did too.
yeah.
Yeah. That's becoming a lot more popular. They didn't have that wasn't even around when I was in high school. Like that, no high schools had that as a sport.
It
Yeah,
was
now,
more
now it's just
popular in my
changing.
middle school than my high school.
Okay.
Yeah, my high school was crazy for lacrosse.
Yeah.
Mine was football.
Mine was track.
Nice. Oh yeah.
I used
So
to. I actually bowl. I've been bowling since I was 3 or 4.
holy shit.
Yeah, so
What kind of bowling
just
ball you use when you're 3? Like a size of a baseball? Just roll this baseball down there.
no. If starting at that young of age, you'd use like a very light pound ball, like a 4 to 6 pounder.
Yeah.
And then obviously when you grow older, you build more muscle mass. That's when you start using the bigger stuff. I actually throw 16 pounders,
Okay.
which is actually like some of the heaviest pound
I think
like
that's
bowling balls you can throw.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I've used multiple different balls. I've done tournaments and all this other stuff while growing up.
Damn. What's your highest score bowling?
Um, Sanctioned was a 275, and during a tournament called Nine Pin No Tap, is if you get a 9, it counts as a strike. That would count. That was a 300,
Oh shit.
and then my highest sanctioned series is a 703, which is actually pretty freaking high.
703. So what is that? How many games is that? Two?
No, it's three
Three?
games out of 3 games.
Oh, okay.
So you have to shoot for like
So what's the
200 and above.
okay? So the max is 300, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I would have to shoot over two,
Like
possibly like 220,
250.
yeah. So I have to shoot like one or two 250s, and then like I can just throw like a 2 or like something below that afterwards.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. That's bowling. Yeah. I mean, I always did it drunk, so it was always fun.
I mean, that's the best way to do it.
I didn't. I mean, I didn't do it professionally, so never played a tournament. I joined a bowling team one time. Me and my wife, we did with some friends of ours. Just real, like it wasn't it was just one of those intramural. I don't know what you call it, but just real basic. And we just kept scores and stuff. I really tried to get better. I think the highest I had was like 230, 220 or something like that. I don't even
That's
remember.
not bad.
But I would throw those heavier balls. I thought, okay, I can't control this thing. I don't know how to do this spin thing. I don't know, I'm just gonna straight, throw it straight. So I'm like, I want the heaviest thing because I didn't know how it worked. Like, I just want the heaviest ball hitting this thing because I thought it's gonna act like a cannonball and just explode all these, just pow, knock them all down. Yeah, it didn't work
I,
that
I
way.
I wish it was that simple, but there's so many different things you guys take into consideration. Especially, it's like airsoft. Honestly, there's so many different things you have to take into consideration, especially if you're playing outdoors with like the weather and everything. Indoor with bowling, it's like indoors. It's also like, oh, how are the lanes going to react today? How is your ball going to react today? What is it going to do? What can you change? This and that. It's just a bunch of
Mm,
different stuff.
yeah. So what do you guys? So how often do you play, and what kind of gear do you run?
We
Uh,
try to play like every weekend or like when we're available.
Almost every
'Cause, like,
Saturday we try.
Okay. Did you guys play yesterday?
Yes,
we
yeah, we
did.
did.
Nice.
that was fun. I wish I had my gear in here. I don't feel like going outside right now.
I mean,
No,
I
it's
had
fine.
like
What gun do you? What's the gun you guys use? Your favorite gun you use when you go?
Actually, I think I have mine on me. Actually, funny enough.
Colin. You got to show them.
Oh no, I'm not showing him the
Which
custom.
which one?
Come on, Colin.
No, no, no. You got to start off with the bad one first.
Okay, fine. So this cursed one I made was a joke gun that I don't use anymore.
Yeah.
But I took a Milsim very favorite gun, an HK416, and I put a speed soft barrel on the end of it.
It's Frankenstein.
Yep, it's a Frankenstein
Yep.
gun.
I love it.
Yep. Staff at Extreme Airsoft, they didn't want me to play on their field for about a good solid month after what I did to this.
Oh my God, that's funny, dude.
Yep.
It was either he changes his gun or he doesn't play at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
There was one guy there that used to work there. He's a teacher now, but when he worked there, every time he saw me, I would just be like, "Hey, Chuckles," and he'd be like, "Go, get out of my store." We were constantly making jokes. It was like a whole running gag that they were gonna like put like my face on a wanted poster for what I did to
For
them.
having that gun. Oh, that's
Yep.
funny.
Yeah,
Just that-
what gun I actually run is like a bit of a discontinued one. It's a Black Rain Ordnance rifle. but
Oh shit.
It's in this like rare gold, black, and red color.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been discontinued on Evike's website, but I mean, I got it for a pretty good deal.
We got one of those in our mystery box, the Black Rain. We only got one ever. But it looks badass, the Black Rain one.
I
Yeah,
think I
Yeah.
saw that video.
Did you really? Oh shit.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I watched C7 Piper's video when he got the Black Rain. I think he did, or was it
Nice.
Gaspo Vector? It was one of those two.
It was a vector.
Oh yeah.
That dude has a shit ton of guns.
And
Oh, he
patches.
is-
And
Like
patches.
his own
He is-
store. He's got his own store now.
He,
Yeah.
I met him at EA Fest, and he is extremely freaking awesome.
Yeah,
Love the
dude.
guy.
I met him
Like, I
at
saw-
briefly. I met him. I was able to say hi to him before we were leaving. I met him at SS Airsoft in Georgia for the Call of Duty event a few months ago. Yeah, he's cool.
And
Yeah.
do you want me to go over the whole custom build that I have, or you want to do your simple stuff first?
I'm actually the odd one out of the group, so Rob, I highly suggest you go first.
yeah.
I have an M4 that I built from the ground up, between gear grip, gearbox, outer body, outer barrel, inner barrel, the whole nine. And a Glock 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
What so when you first started playing, what was your first gun?
F1 firearms.
Oh, okay. We got one of
Oh.
those in a mystery box as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't the demo ranch one. It was one of the smaller ones, like
Right.
the SPR model, I think it was.
Okay. Okay. That's cool. And then you ended up you used that until you built your own?
I used that until the frame cracked one day on me.
Yeah, that's a good time to switch out.
Yep, and then I went through what, 3 Kytheras from Polar Star?
What?
Yep, they kept Just slam firing.
What is that?
It click, no, nothing else. That's it. It wouldn't auto cock or eject the BB, nothing.
Shit.
Yeah, it's weird. I had even the
Well,
even the extreme techs were like, how does this happen?
oh really? I thought isn't that the one where you have to have a recocker?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
basically,
it's the
You have to
little
have a
cord on the
string.
bottom.
Yeah, you have to hook
yeah.
up a cable. Okay.
Yep, and it
And
runs.
that wouldn't work either.
Nope, I would pull it back, it would fire, but
Um,
it wouldn't automatically go back, so I could just redo
gotcha.
it.
Okay.
Basically, what happened was is that his rifle every time became, instead of a semi-auto rifle, it became a
Bolt action.
bolt action.
A
Basically,
bolt
every
action?
time.
No
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, I
it,
guess so.
it became a bolt action M4.
Oh god, that's crazy.
Yeah, I actually I only went through one Kythera, but I'm never touching the system again. I so at the time I had hold on, a Lancer tactical rifle that I just threw it into, and I mean it was running fine for a while, and then all of a sudden, just one day, we bring it to this outdoor field. Get up where in Mass, but it's called
You
UBG,
Yep.
and I was going to go chrono it, and all of a sudden it was doing the same thing like him. It was just slam firing, click, would shoot once, and then I'd have to manually do it again.
Hmm.
And then it got to the point where it was so fed up with being a bolt action that it just stopped working completely with me.
Jesus.
And he was there that day, and he took the thing apart completely, and he was like,
re
"Dude, I don't know what is wrong with this gun." Well, there's a
recreated it.
yeah, and then we sent it to a guy that like he worked on high kappas, but like he sort of worked on the Kythera system.
Yeah.
He got it working for me for a bit, and then afterwards, like the thing just completely blew up on me. So
Jesus.
you know what? I'm done with this system. I'm not buying another one.
Yeah.
And now we both run Polar Star Jacks.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And that system is way better than what we had.
Huh. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
What do you run, French?
Country.
So currently, I kind of switch between things. Um, for my AR style, I currently run my newest purchase, which is my
Out of
G&G
fights.
CM. It's my
Is that
CM16 SRS. Absolutely love this thing.
nice?
Uh, even though it's a tracer casing on it, Rob gave me this last night.
You still have that?
He, yeah, of course I'm gonna keep it, dude. Um, he took the internals out, so literally it's just
Yeah.
hollow on the inside.
It'll act like a baffle. It'll probably make it louder.
Oh
An
yeah, it
amplifier,
does.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So and then I'm more CQB side. Rob and Colin are more Milsim, and have my high kappa, my 5.1 high kappa.
Ooh, that looks cool.
There's my tracer unit on it, and then Colin was trying to get rid of this last night. I told him to give it to me, which he
Oh
did.
god.
It's a little
Great.
grenade launcher on the bottom of it.
What?
So really all I have to do is just pull this and then BB shoot out of it.
Yeah, 8 barrels on there, and you fill them with 5 BBs each,
Oh
and
shit.
and you load it up with green gas, and then when you pull it, all 40 BBs get shot out at once.
What? I've never seen one of those.
It's insane. I didn't. So I used it during a match one time, and well, this kid, he was doing stuff like something really stupid, and I was meaning to hit him in the plate carrier with this little grenade launcher. Well, he turned in his hand. He wasn't wearing a glove, just his bare hand. He turns, and majority of all those BBs hit his hand,
Oh.
and he's like, "Fuck, fuck." I'm like, dude, I am so sorry. He's like, nah, it's fine. I was like we were looking at his hand and stuff, like he just like a ton of welts, but like he was like, dude, that thing is no joke. I was like, it's a grenade launcher, dude. Like, no duh, it's gonna be nothing but no joke.
Oh my god.
This is actually that operation that we were at Extreme, their Halloween operation.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it was.
the one with it, the one that I couldn't make.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was. Yeah, the whole theme of it was that it was like Pennywise and his demented killers, aka the players on
the
that team.
freaks.
Yeah, the freaks, and the rebel or like the kids rebellion. Just the all the other players on the other team, and I felt so bad because the teams were so unbalanced. It wasn't
Oh
even
shit.
funny. It was all nothing but like experienced players and speed softers on the uh freaks
Our team,
side,
yeah.
and nothing but like inexperienced, new to airsoft, first time playing
Oh shit.
on the kids rebellion side.
Oh my god.
I got so like it didn't even seem fun to me at that point, and I didn't even know if I could
Right.
switch teams. So like I just said, you know what, I'm gonna go pay for to go play in the speed soft field. Well, I guess one of the refs, he just got off shift and he was going on the kids rebellion, and then afterwards he sees me walk on the speed soft field and he's like, oh, that's where you were. And I was like, am I in trouble or something? He's like, no, 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 I was trying to find where you were because I was gonna ask if you wanted to go to the kids rebellion side. I was like, oh, dude, I already paid for speed soft. And he was like, nah, 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 it's fine. It's like, dude, you could have came to me earlier about this.
Yeah. Yeah, you would think that I'm sure they try to do that most of the time. They try to keep balanced teams in certain events or whatever because that's one of the like boringest things, is if you're just, it's way unbalanced. It, that the first game after the first game it sucks.
Yeah, it was like towards like the end of the day where like, it just got really boring and stuff. And the funny thing is that like they had like a point system there. So it was like, like whatever like you could find. I think it was like if you could find a like the Pennywise mask itself or like his knife or anything like that, it was like a certain amount of points. And once we saw the amount of points that we could list like
Oh
save up
no!
to,
Oh no!
everyone saw how much points you needed to save up for a nuke, and everyone was like, "Yeah, we're saving up for a nuke. We're saving up for a nuke."
Oh my god.
Well,
So we
ev-
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
so they all had enough for a nuke and a SWAT team. Now the SWAT team consisted of these like guys that were sponsored by Extreme, like
Rycon
they're
Reapers.
yeah, the Rikon Reapers.
Oh,
They're like
okay.
they're a really big milsim team,
Yeah, I've heard
and
of them.
and yeah, well, they were there as the SWAT team,
Holy
and
shit.
well, these guys. Evan sent me the video and it made me laugh what they did. All of them, they just went to go call the nuke, and all of them just grabbed the chairs from out in the staging arena, brought them into the actual play area themselves, and then when they called in the nuke, all the players that were on their side just watched them walk out their spawn area.
Holy shit.
I was laughing my ass off watching
Oh,
that
it
video.
was
I was like,
awesome.
damn, I should have stayed for like a couple extra minutes.
That is
Yeah,
crazy.
so it was like you had to. I think it was like 70 points you had to get for. No, wait. Yeah, it was like 70 points you had
70.
to. That yeah, it was like 70 points you had to buy the nuke. So you had to find spiders with bow ties, knives, Pennywise mask, pretty much everything Colin just said. And then we finally had enough to find to purchase a nuke and then extra guns for hire. And all this, my entire so it was actually funny because my team was so like we were low in numbers already. It was like 13 to like almost 35 plus, but we still won the entire thing. So we literally just kept stacking up points. All of us got in our team huddle, and we are like, you know what? Let's just have fun with this last game. Bring in our chairs, sit there, and then we dry fired. Well, not dry fired. We were shooting our BBs, like our guns and everything in our spawn to try to get them to come to us. And
Mm.
as soon as that nuke dropped, all you see is these people come around the corner, just look at us, disappointed, and just all of us just dying laughing. It was the best last game I ever had.
Holy shit, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think the funniest thing that happened to me during the event was I was chilling in the staging arena. I was taking a break from the match, and all of a sudden, Pennywise, the guy that was playing as Pennywise, he comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, do you have like a flashlight, like a gun light on you or anything?" I'm like, "No, I just have my PEC 15. That's it." And he's like, "Good, you're coming in with me. You're gonna be my security detail." I'm like, "Okay." And then afterwards, like, like I'm shining it through places to see if we can find any extra spiders, and then he's realizing that, like, like I'm not hitting the key areas, so he just takes it from me, gives me his AK, and he's like, "New plan. You protect me, I'll go look for the spiders." I'm like, "All right, that sounds easy enough for me." Everyone's looking at me because, like, I've taken off my bands and I'm like looking like I should not be in the game right now. And everyone's like, "Dude, I thought you just said that you were gonna take a break." I said, "I did too, but Pennywise told me to be security detail."
Oh
So
shit.
No, that guy
everyone was
was
like,
awesome.
"Oh, okay." The best was so because it was a Halloween event, a lot of people were like dressing up as characters.
Right.
Three guys, two guys dressed up as Payday 2 characters, and one
Oh,
guy dressed
nice.
up as Heisenberg from Breaking Bad.
What?
Yeah,
And then
and
another one of the guys was dressed up as Post Malone. So he had
yeah, 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 like
Oh
these
fake
like
shit.
stick on
tattoos and
tattoos on his
everything.
face and everything.
And well, the guy that was dressed up as like one of the Payday 2 characters, one of the famous lines is like, like he screams, "I need a medic bag."
Yeah.
Well, he got shot, and as he's walking back to spawn, I hear halfway across the map, "I need a medic bag." I start bursting out laughing. I was
That's
like,
actually a pretty good
"This is airsoft. This is how airsoft should be played."
Oh yeah. I got mine right here too.
That's the type of mask that he had. He had
Yeah,
like
buddy. Houston.
yep.
Yeah, I dressed up as Houston for Halloween as well. But I didn't play airsoft in it, so.
Mm.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's
Oh
cool,
my
man.
god.
I love how these fields do these special events.
Yep.
And
Do you guys
usually,
follow Swamp Sniper, Ballhack?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
nope.
do.
So they're doing that The Rev event
the bi-
is
their
this
biggest
weekend.
event.
Yep,
That's the event that all three of us want to go to badly.
me
Yep.
too. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's something to look forward to for sure because I don't know how many people were there this time, but I've been following him, on Instagram. He's put out some videos on Friday where everybody was gathered around. It was fucking packed,
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's whatever.
Revelations is usually like
bro.
packed.
It's like
It's
1,200
what it.
players this week.
Yeah,
This time.
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
yeah, it's whatever event that he has going on. It's just always packed.
Yeah,
Even his Wild West and Zombie event is ridiculous in
yeah. The
numbers.
Wild West looks cool too. Now, have you guys played outside of besides, or I guess where you played? Just those two fields, or have you played any? Have you tried anywhere else?
The only other
Uh,
fields that we've really tried playing at was this one field. It's like a mix of like paintball and airsoft. It's Warzone.
Warzone, yeah.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, they're
oh,
they're yeah, they're like an all outdoor field, but they have like one like field that's like it's like speed. It's like more like paintball esque type of
Mm,
setup, but like you can also play like airsoft on there too.
okay.
There was one field where they only catered to paintball, but they did like a little event for airsoft, and now they're
oh yeah,
considering doing airsoft too.
yeah, that was the other one that we tried in what, like September, October.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one that Manny hosted.
Yeah. Advanced Action too, the Japanese CQB one.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
that
that's
field is very fun. Yeah, they
yeah.
have so Advanced Action actually has like two fields. So they have an indoor field, up in Webster, Massachusetts,
No, no, no.
and that not in Webster. Oh,
In
might be
indoor,
Uh,
no, I'm thinking of the
indoors
outdoor field.
Warwick,
Yeah, sorry. Indoors is the Warwick Field in Mass, and then the outdoor field is in Webster.
Warwick, Rhode Island.
Yeah, sorry, Warwick, Rhode Island. I keep on messing that up.
oh
It's been
God,
a long day for me.
That's funny. Hell
Yeah,
yeah, man. You guys, so you guys got plans for your team
Oh, we
for the
got big
next?
plans.
Do you?
oh yeah.
Tell me about them.
So right now, what we're thinking about
Oh,
doing is basically, uh, having the team like separated in two. So basically, we want to have like a speed soft side of the team
Yeah.
that Evan and another one of our guys,
shit.
Tim, who's our coach of the team. Both of them are gonna run that side of the team, and then me and Rob we're gonna be running the Milsom side of the team.
Nice.
Well, Tim's also going to be helping out Coach Milsom too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has the experience.
Now, you guys are so in Rhode Island. Have you guys heard of Zulu 24
Yeah, that's the one in New York.
in New York?
Yep. Yeah.
Pretty sure they put on some pretty good milsims. They
Yeah,
host some milsims out
American
there.
yeah, American Milsom does their Eastern Front there, I believe.
Right. So that's fairly close to you guys. Do you guys have any
But
plans to go to a milsim yet?
Trying to look and find gear at the moment, but
Yeah.
once everything gets all settled and everyone's situated, probably.
More about the gear that we have, and then trying to find time out of our work schedules too.
Right. Yep.
I don't even have a Milsom kit. I'm literally just speed sophomore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're in the right spot for it because there's
Yeah.
Extreme. They host some CSL
They actually had a tournament
tournaments.
yesterday too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just did a podcast with Keegan that runs CSL. That'll be coming out this coming week, and we're talking about these different tournaments and trying to get like a national ranking system where East Coast and West Coast we can get these guys together to get a better, or I guess a more inclusive ranking system for everybody uh, to lead up to a national tournament. Where East and West, like guys, SYG and Murder Inc. and all these guys on the West Coast that run all those Speed QB tournaments can come out. Everybody can meet in the middle or whatever and do a final, have the
Final.
finals. Yeah. Uh-huh. Big battle. Yeah.
I know on the podcast with Doc, I know he mentioned something about like a Super Bowl type of thing
Yep.
with like speed soft, and honestly that'd be really cool to see.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to know who the best team in America is? Like that, it's officially, right?
Mm-hmm.
With bragging rights. So it's for somebody like me that really I didn't knew nothing about airsoft. More than just over 3 years ago, didn't care about it. Nothing. I mean, for somebody like me that's very inexperienced, doesn't know a whole lot about speedsoft, milsim. Obviously, I learned in the last couple of years, but uh, when I started learning about speedsoft, I'm going, oh, okay. Who's the best? Like I would ask people on here. Well, and it's kind of just word of mouth, like speculation, like a little bit of somebody's opinion, like, well, these guys win a lot of tournaments, but there's this and there's this. I'm like, well, don't you guys have like how nobody knows? Like, you don't have an actual playoff? And they're like, no. I'm like, bro, we need to get, y'all need to get this shit, okay? So we know what the fuck, who's the best team.
Yeah, it's pretty
So,
much just like what NXL does. Is that they actually had their biggest tournament not too long ago,
yeah,
where it's like players from teams from all around the country. Even if you're just the smallest team, you can literally compete, but against hundreds of other different teams, and then you have your final game or your final matchup between the two top teams. To then now your name is now in the history book of the NXL, and
right.
that your team's gonna be spread across. Like honestly, that something like that would be awesome. Like you just have this one big like
One day
building
event.
or like.
Yeah.
But the thing is, this event is like a whole entire weekend.
Oh, it's a weekend. Okay.
So it's a weekend. So something like that would be
We could
really
do
cool
that.
to do.
Yeah, I mean that could be really easy to set up.
Yeah,
Whatever
it's
team,
like multiple.
just yeah.
It's multiple different fields. Well, there's multiple different teams going at it. Obviously, you have your system on like what team has this many points and what team advances, and then go from there.
Yeah, all you need is you need a one location. Everybody can come in for the weekend. You have the huge tournament on that weekend with all these speed soft teams that want to enter. And then the big thing is, the fields have to be set up properly, whatever. And then the refs, you got to have good refs. And it's got to be fair. So, uh, and do the whole thing, just knock the whole fucking thing out in one weekend. Saturday, Sunday, or Friday night and a Saturday, whatever. And then do a award session. And now we know, okay, this is the ranking system for this is it. This was the big deal. That'd be cool. I mean, it wouldn't take that much to do. Um, if everyone, if every team just, hey, you get here and enter the tournament, like if you want to enter,
I
got to
didn't want
be
the I didn't, I
whatever,
didn't I didn't want the gulag sound to go off, so that's why.
the gulag sound.
Yeah. If you've ever played Warzone, there's a
Yeah,
buzzer
the
that makes
gulag.
a sound. Yeah.
Right.
My the dryer makes the same exact buzz.
Oh, the dryer. Yes. No shit, right? The washer and dryer we have, they come with those. They're the Samsung ones, and they make this
Oh, they're
fucking
like beep.
goddamn 2 minute song going off. I'm like, what is it gonna shut up? Like I turned that shit off the first day. You can
But
silence it.
when we originally did have something like that in my house, my little brother, he was like all over Warzone. Like he played that game every day, and anytime that buzzer went off, like all of a sudden, like he would just stop what game he was playing, and like all of a sudden, like he just grabbed like the nearest like Nerf gun, airsoft gun, whatever gun was in his room, and all of a sudden, like he just like pretend like he was in the gulag, like shooting someone, and then I just look at him and be like, "Dude, what are you doing?"
Oh, that's funny. Hell yeah. So you're gonna do mostly speed soft, French. You guys are doing mil sims. You're trying to build up your gear right now. That is, that's probably the biggest thing that most people have to do when they, like as far as building up to go to a mil sim because they have uniform requirements, shit like that. And if you're going for an overnight thing like a 24-hour or 40-hour continuous or whatever, you definitely want to be prepared, especially if it's going to be shitty weather. So if it's
Oh yeah.
raining, we these guys actually
Ooh,
from our channel, Colton, Chris, and
I got
JP,
rain.
they've got some they've got some pretty good stories of funny to us now, but some pretty crazy stories of how they got rained out.
Yeah,
Their tent gets flooded and
this is our
which
raincoat.
okay.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, I went to a military surplus store, when we were still like all doing speed soft, and I asked the guys, I was like, "Hey, what type of should I get you guys like parkas or anything like that?" And both of them were like, "Yeah, yeah, get us something like that." And I said, "Okay, I'll see what I can get." So I asked them, I said,
Oh,
or I
oh
asked
yeah, the ones that
them,
we couldn't find.
yeah, and I asked the people that were running the store, I asked them if they could find me parkas in this certain camo. Well, they were like, "That's a really interesting camo. I'm gonna do some research on that, but I don't think we have anything like that." The only things that they had was M81 camo and Flecktarn. So I messaged both of them. I asked them. I said, "Do you guys want M81 or Flecktarn?" And both of them were like, "Get us Flecktarn." I said, "Okay, all right." And yeah, I think it was like our second match doing speed soft. One of the refs comes up to us and he asks, he's like, "Whose idea was it to get the Flecktarn parkas?" And both of that, both of them point to me, and the ref looks at me and he's like, "Man, the first good decision you actually make."
Yo.
Oh shit. I was gonna say one of the guys I had on here. I don't know if you guys follow him on Instagram and YouTube. Mask TV is his YouTube channel.
Never heard of him.
Um,
Yeah.
he is yeah Mask TV on Instagram as well. He younger guy. He's actually a firefighter. Like an outdoor. I forget what they call it. Outdoor wildlife kind of firefighter, whatever.
Oh, I think
Um,
like a bush something. I don't know.
yeah. So he is huge into different camos. Well, he used to do only World War II stuff. So he has a shit ton of like World War II camos and gear and all, the all kind of shit. But I think he's the one that said that was his favorite camo was Flectarn. So, oh yeah,
Yeah, the one we were trying to find was I think it was Desert Night Chip.
Desert Night Camo or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like this weird cross cross patch type of camo.
yeah.
Um, in like a really it's OD green with like these like light green lines that like sometimes are like squiggled, but
Hmm.
yeah, it's a really common camo scheme between like some speed softers and like a lot of
Oh,
UOC
okay.
people.
Right.
Yeah, we tried to find parkas like that, and they're really almost like sold out everywhere,
Right.
basically.
And ridiculously hard to find too. Because even I've
Well,
tried to
some
look
of
them
this
up.
stuff, man, is so fucking crazy, bro. We went to this mill sim a couple months ago, and it was a 3 day mill sim. Well, it was 24-hour continuous, but you get there Friday night, you leave Sunday. But it was they always have a truck there, a trailer there, like selling gear and shit like that. So they had camo, these different pants. They had all this pants lined up, camo pants, and so we're all standing there. There's a couple of guys uh, I've had on the podcast. We all met there. So there was like 8 people, well, 8 different groups that I've had on the podcast that were at that milsim. That I This was the first time I was meeting them, face to face. So it was really cool. So we're standing in this trailer. There was a couple of them in there that I, just found. That day I was like, oh, hey, we were messaging each other. I was like, they were over by the trailer. So we were standing in the trailer and we're sitting there talking. And one of the guys is like, oh, these are cool, cami pants, whatever. So they start looking at the different camo types, whatever. And they had some rare stuff. I don't even know which ones, what they're called. So they start looking at it and they go, oh man, this one's cool. So they look at the price. It was $350 for pants, bro.
Jeez.
So then they start looking and they're like, what? So not one pair of pants on that rack was less than $300. And I guess there was like this a bunch of rare camo. And the one guy who usually, he buys a ton of gear. He's like, I'm not paying that for pants. Like this is no man. I'll just wait. But apparently some of these camos are like really hard to find, and when you do find them, I guess it could be very expensive.
Yeah, I found like a parka that was like in my side in that camo that I was trying to find for all three
Yeah.
of us, and it was gonna cost me around like maybe like $100 to like $150. And I was like, no, I'm not paying $150 for
Uh,
a jacket. No, I'm all set on
no.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd rather just give me a T-shirt and I'll spray paint that bitch. I'll make my own camo. I get a $6 T-shirt. Okay. A can of
Definitely.
spray paint, like $2. Hell yeah. Yeah, man. That's so many people I've talked with. So if you guys haven't gone to a mill sim yet, um, yeah, definitely start out with something that is not too long to start. Like really strict rules, like Milsim West. You
Yeah.
know, one of the guys I talked with. I'm sure there's been a handful of people, but one of the guys I talked with, Mr. OT, he went. His very first Milsim was Milsim West, and
God.
yeah. So the thing with those is, once the game starts, if you leave the field, you're done. You can't come back. You're done. So no matter what it is. So if you forgot a piece of gear, I mean, usually people don't do that because they go through this whole process in the beginning where they actually go down a list. They get everyone. It's almost like a roll call. They get all these people together and they pull everything out of your bag right now. Like check boots, yes. This, yes. This, yes. If you don't have one of those things on the list, I don't know if they have a trailer there to buy it from, but you can't play. So it's very, very strict. It's something to kind of work towards if you've never been to a Milsim before. But yeah, you guys have a lot of options up where you're at.
Yeah, there was a video on Instagram I saw with Milsom West. Some kid forgot his socks, and his dad
That's
was right there.
Yep,
His dad was right there playing with him, and he was like, "I, I told you to pack them. If they're not there, I don't know what to tell you."
yep. I saw that video too. Yeah, no shit, right? That's funny. Hell yeah. So your speed soft stuff, you're gonna be running high cap. Do you have are you gonna HPA it or is it already
Actually,
tapped?
yeah, I do have an HPA adapter for it. Yeah,
Okay,
it's in my case on the side of my bed over here.
right. Well,
Um,
you've probably met I am Dylan, Nebula Airsoft, Mama Yaga. They were
yeah,
at EA Fest.
yeah.
They run as a team.
I mean, I didn't really like introduce myself to them because obviously I was more focused on a tournament.
Yeah.
I've seen like Instagram and like all this other stuff that they've been there. I'm like, oh look, I was there too. But when I said like I was the odd one out, I literally mean I am the odd one out of the team. Actually, let me go get something to show you why I say that. And Robert Collin
Actually,
can defend me on this one,
Which one is it?
the one I wore yesterday.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I literally have my
Ah,
jersey.
there you go.
That's why I'm the odd one out.
Yep.
Yeah,
That looks cool.
I'll
Yeah,
literally
that's a
be
speed
wearing
soft
like
jersey.
I'll literally be wearing full paintball jersey, paintball pants.
Right.
Like I have my dye mask and all that other stuff.
Yep.
So that's why I am the odd one out.
You need to get a when you get back from boot camp and all that stuff. When you get some, when you're coming home on leave or whatever, you get use some of your bonus money or whatever from the army to buy a custom, Rogue Customs. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Get a Rogue Custom dye mask with your team logo or whatever on it.
What I was told is that I can actually send my mask to him and get it customized so it'd be cheaper, which I've been thinking of for a while now, but
Yeah,
obviously I just don't have the time or the money to do it. So I got plenty of time. I'm not too worried about it.
yeah. That way you can match. You can get it painted and then get your uniform set up for Speed Soft.
Yeah. Well, our colors are orangey green, so we honestly what we're thinking of doing. We were doing this before. Is literally just gonna pick a random jersey that's like orange and black and just make that our jersey and just get our names and numbers like
On
stuff
the
and
back.
on like on the back and make it easy instead of having to go through amped and then wait all this time just to well not amped anthrax, that's what it is.
What is it?
um it's
Anthrax.
anthrax.
What is
Anthrax
that?
It,
What?
it
paintball.
it's not the powdery substance. No, it's a custom paintball
No,
jersey.
when somebody says Anthrax, I think of the rock band, the metal band, the rock band. So
Yeah, I know what you're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah. I mean that was popular when So so what is this now? What they do
uh,
uniforms or something? What do they
yeah,
do?
they do custom paintball jerseys and a bunch of stuff with that. I guess they're big in the
Oh, okay,
paintball business, but they do
makes sense.
player packages and everything. We were going through the process of looking at it and everything, and they said I think it was almost a year to 2 months or 6 months
Too.
just to get a rendering.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
they're
it was
busy.
gonna cost
Okay.
us a total of like $180 just to
Per
get
person.
Yeah.
per person. To get what was it like 3 jerseys?
yeah, only three,
Yeah, 3 jerseys was gonna be like $180.
Gotcha.
and we weren't financially good then.
Oh yeah, I mean,
We
well,
still
not
aren't.
only that,
Yeah.
if you're
No.
not really, I mean, it's a big commitment. If you're not really committed to, like, you don't want to get pay all that money for that and then not really use it that much.
Yeah.
Like if you get, Gambit and Drift, if you guys aren't big into speed soft where you're not going to do it that much, then it's not worth it. Save your money, put it into milsim gear because that shit's expensive, and some of the stuff can break on the field. At a milsim. So if you get cheaper vests and whatever straps break, shit like that, or your boots are not comfortable or whatever, you might you spend another $80 to $100 on boots that that feel good, so you don't have blisters all the time.
Yeah.
That shit adds up quick.
Yeah, that was kind of our final decision on not getting them.
For sure. Well, speaking of names on the back of your jersey stuff, how did you guys come up with your nicknames? Drift Monster. I think it's Drift Monster. Yeah, 311.
Yeah, everyone just calls me Drift. It was all basically it's just a whole like gamer tag thing I had on the
Yeah, gamer tag.
Xbox. That's basically what it was. So I just was like, I might as well just throw it on there. More simple for me.
Played the racing games or something.
Yeah, play a lot of
Gotcha.
racing games and stuff.
What's your favorite one?
Car X, drifting, racing.
Gotcha. Okay. Gambit, how'd you get yours?
Mine was given through one of my buddies that actually used to go to Extreme all the time. He got back from the Navy, and one day me and him were just playing, and he came out and goes, "Your name is Gambit now." I was like, "Okay, cool. I'll keep it."
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
What
was
the hell?
on his team for a while, but they didn't really do much,
Yeah.
so I kind of stepped away from them. But we're all still good buddies. We still play. This Saturday, I just met with one of them that I haven't seen in a while, and yeah, we just played the whole time.
Okay. French fry. You used to love French fries.
Yes.
That's that's not it. Believe it or not, my last name is actually French, like French, and throughout my entire life, I've been called Frenchie, French Fry, and all the other
Mm,
stuff. So I stuck with the name French Fry. I love I love that nickname, so
yeah,
stuck to it ever since.
it makes sense. That's cool.
Nah, I don't plan on changing anytime soon.
Nah. Yeah,
Same.
it's always good to be, okay with your, like, yeah, I like this nickname. It's cool, Oh, yeah. What's that?
And
Oh, I
saying
thought I heard somebody
Oh,
say something. It was really faint.
probably my little brother in the other room
oh.
right now.
I thought I was hearing someone.
Oh, yeah, that's cool, man. Cool. Well, so you're going to boot camp in a few weeks after Christmas, after New Year's.
Yep.
Um, and then you're going to keep playing at Extreme until you can get into a, mill sim. I mean, you probably don't want to go to a mill sim in the winter anyway.
No,
A
probably
lot of
more
them
the.
don't. There's not a whole lot of like up by you guys. There's probably not a whole lot of mill sims going on because of the cold.
I
Um,
I think there's one. It's called Reindeer Games, but I don't know where it's held.
gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I talked to this girl in Slovenia. I said, you guys get a lot of snow?" She's like, "Yeah, I love the snow. We all love the cold and the snow." I said, "You guys play airsoft in it?" And she's like, "Yeah, we love to. We love playing in the snow." I was like, "Really?" Like, damn, bro, fuck all that shit.
Yeah, they're probably so used to it they just think it's normal.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when I grew up and growing up in it, I never. It's only been the last few years that the cold has really, that I can't stand it. Most of the time, it never really bothered me, you know. But
Yeah.
because when you grow up in it, you're used to it. Whatever, you know. You wear shorts in fucking January, so what? But yeah, I can't imagine going to like a mill sim like 2 days in the snow. We did a cold weather training in South Korea, and it was like wind chill was like 50 below. And when you're out in the field, and bro, your hands, your fingertips, and your toes, uh, fuck that shit. It's too cold. But anyway, Well, who do you guys want to shout out? You guys want to give any props to anybody? You got any team members or that couldn't be here tonight? Who do you want to give shout out to?
I mean, definitely extreme.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely that.
Extreme Airsoft.
No shit. Shout out Extreme.
Definitely our coach Tim. He's like my older brother to me. I've known him for years, and he's been super like supportive and everything. He's always been like there for us when we need it. So definitely shout out to him.
And the two new members, Jason,
That's true. Jason, yeah.
they still have to go through their initiation though.
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Shoot him with that little grenade launcher thing you got.
Oh,
Shoot him in the hand.
No.
Oh no.
Come on.
Run
Oh,
the
no,
gauntlet. Run the gauntlet.
It's a gauntlet type of thing.
Shit.
Basically, so it's like on the speed soft field, they're gonna be going from one end to the other end, while all the other team members shoot at them.
Oh, nice.
So that's basically what it's gonna be.
Awesome. Hell yeah. Well,
It's gonna be crazy.
where can everybody find you guys
Instagram.
online? Okay.
Yeah, Instagram basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
You guys can do the handle. I
Um,
don't remember it off the top of my head.
My handle off the top of my head that I can remember is drift_311. Pretty active on there, but yeah.
Okay.
I think mine's still saved.
Mine is pretty simple. It's really just FrenchFry_airsoft. It's pretty much easy.
Yeah. Mine's Gambit, I think. Dot
Yeah.
556 or _556. It's one of those two.
Double check.
Well, you guys can send me the link later. I'll put it in the description so people can tag you.
Oh, it's Gambit_556.
Yeah, there you go. And it was one of those.
And then we also have our team page too.
Yeah, we got
Colin, what is it real quick? Because I know you.
team_Goonie_Memes.
Gotcha. Hell yeah. Well, listen, guys, it's been awesome talking with you. I'm glad we got to get on here tonight. Apologize for the late start, but I appreciate you guys being here.
Oh no, you're fine.
Oh no,
Thanks for having us, man.
We're probably just
Yeah,
gonna go
dude.
play Call of Duty after.
No shit, right? Awesome. Well, listen, anyone that's gonna be watching or listening to this, go check these guys out. Newer team on the field. Goonie Memes. No
Yeah.
reference to the movie Goonies.
No, that's
No.
actually what we.
I know.
Well, yeah, originally we were like making like a reference to like the whole Goonies thing because we were like, yeah, we kind of act like the Goonies half the time.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah.
we literally don't take anything seriously.
That's
We
good.
never do. Like half the time, like we will literally go on the field and we will just scream random things. Like, there was one time where I got shot. Instead of saying hit, I was like, "Oh my god, ow! Oh, that felt nice actually. That felt nice." And the guy that shot me, he was like, "Dude, do you have a pain fetish or something?" I said, "No."
No.
Do you like Peter on Family Guy? Like
Yeah.
ah.
Funny enough, I actually did just scrape up my knee, and I was like, I gotta make this funny somehow, and I was like, ah, ah.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you guys. You guys have a good night.
Thanks,
You too,
you
man.
too.